Welcome to
the local lowdown and
Find Out What's Happening in Lavaca County, Texas. Now here are your hosts, Murray and Michelle.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the local
lowdown.
You're doing pretty good. Jimmy
Thanks.
said he loves that part. And
I do too. When Murray does it,
yeah,
yes.
and I was like,
yes.
oh no, can I do it justice? And we didn't even talk about it, and you just came in and did it.
Hey, you looked over at me, so I thought, you know what? I'm in Murray's chair. I might as well be Murray.
That's awesome. Well, Murray's not here. If y'all haven't figured it out.
I know. Okay, my feelings are hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
The times I can come, Murray's like, I'm not coming.
Yeah, it's like he rejoices in the fact. Not that you're coming and he does have to see you. The fact that he doesn't have to come.
Oh, I could see that.
But I am glad you're here.
Thanks.
And today we're
I'm Nicole.
Oh, yeah.
And
And
you're
I'm Michelle. If you don't know us by now, you should. Or let's get to know us. I actually was thinking about that we should do things in our paper that kind of introduces us to the community.
That would be interesting.
Because I don't think people all know who work for these papers.
That is interesting. Of course, that's more work, but we could do that.
Yeah, I'm always about more work.
You are. And you like to share the work and spread it around.
I am very good at micromanaging work.
No, you are. You just have good ideas.
Well, that's sweet.
Yes.
Well, we are going to do a lot today, but we don't have a whole lot of time, so we're going to do a lot really fast.
That's right. That's
right.
And
we're going to go over the newspapers that we produce here in our out of our Hallettsville office, and that would be the 4 local Lavaca County newspapers, and then the Luling Newsboy.
That's right.
And we're doing it for the editions of September 10th and 11th.
And today's the 11th.
Today is the 11th.
Yeah.
Which I did put a post on Facebook that we'll talk about a little bit later, but we will bring it up. That, of course, that is the 24th anniversary of September 11th. And I think it's crazy, one, that the date was so meaningful that we don't even call it anything but 9/11.
9/11. Yeah. Definitely.
And I know that the number is 911 symbolic in itself, but I did put on my Facebook post how a day is just a day till it's not.
Yes.
And that was definitely one of those days that it was just a day where I don't even know how many years till now. For the last 24, it isn't just a day.
It's not just a day, right?
But we will talk about that a little bit more later.
Okay.
But it's definitely a day to remember, and we didn't forget it here at the newspaper either.
No. And then yesterday, September 10th,
September 10th
was also a date.
It was also a date, but now I guess we'll never forget again. And so now, were you okay? So how did you find out yesterday? Do you remember?
Through social media.
The social media.
Yeah.
I found out because I made a phone call to a friend discussing some other work situation with the chamber.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, I'm watching all about a shooting," and I was like, "One, we had just kind of talked about this that it's kind of so common now.
The commonplace. Yeah.
That I wasn't like." So taken back, which I feel like I should have been, but and of course I still was like, well, who?
Sure.
And she said the name, which is, his last name is Kirk, and now I can't remember his first name, and I feel absolutely horrible. So Nicole's going to get her phone. Now, I only feel horrible because I should know it, because it's been all over the media and everywhere, but I don't know it because I actually wasn't very aware of who he was before yesterday.
I did not know.
After looking it up, I did realize that
Charlie Kirk.
There
you go, Charlie. I was trying to think of, yes.
I knew the last name was Kirk, though, but it is a name that I definitely shouldn't forget.
And we'll just start. I would like to start by, condolences definitely to his wife and his children who are too young probably to remember him. And then I was thinking about his parents. As a parent, that phone call or that moment would have just been horrible. And and I'm sure he has aunts and uncles and cousins. It's just the family that's suffering is a lot.
And to the people that were there that
saw it.
Of course, we've heard now of people that have laughed or had reactions that I don't think are appropriate.
Right.
But for the people who had an appropriate reaction to what happened, it is also unforgettable. And of course, I saw it, and I will say that I have never seen something as graphic as that since I saw replays of when JFK was shot.
Yeah.
And I wasn't alive for JFK, were you?
No, I was not.
No, so to even know that I remember seeing that, because it is something you don't unsee, for sure, and I don't think I'll ever unsee this. And it makes me so sad for his kids, just as it did when I thought of JFK's kids. like for the rest of their lives. Like
Sure.
they had to witness one of the worst days of their life, whether they knew it or not.
Right.
Because it took someone away. But yes, that's how I found out, was through a phone call, and I wasn't overly like shocked, because it does almost feel like another day.
It becomes commonplace, doesn't it?
And that's very sad.
I hate that that's the country we're living in now.
Yeah, and we don't want it to. And we definitely hope, most days go without ever hearing those words. But when I looked into what he did, I realized that I had saw him before on TikTok.
Right,
and
right.
Scrolling.
Yes.
At night. And I was never offended by what he had to say from what I had watched.
Sure.
And then from, of course, last night, all over my TikTok, there was it was the majority of my TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
But, and I listened to a lot what he said, and I listened to an interview that said, and he almost laughed, like, the question was, what do you want to be remembered for? And he kind of laughed, you mean when I die?
Yeah, because he's 31. Wow,
so
yeah.
Probably something you don't think of.
Right.
And he talked about being his Christianity and being a man of God.
Right.
And of course, I think that's an amazing answer. But what I feel like, I think that he had a very power in the fact that he was able to do debate without ugly.
Yes.
Because that is a very hard thing. Because when you're passionate about things, it is very hard for the ugly to not.
Right.
So when someone else is so going at you, for you to not be like, you're just stupid, basically. Because that's kind of how you feel about the other person sometimes. But he did listen, and he gave feedback that made you think.
Sure.
And there's this one girl, and whatever side of abortion you're on, I'm not here to debate that today. But what I will say is he was definitely pro-life. The girl was pro-choice. And she was talking about how she didn't understand how he could feel that way, all these things. And she kept saying, it's not a baby, it's a fetus. And he said, simply, have you ever been to a fetus shower?
Oh.
And I do think that sometimes little comments like that will stick with you, and I know it'll stick with me. Yeah. Because it is true that whether there are certain things, whether you can see all sides of it or not, there's certain things that are, well, there is definitely something going on outside. I don't know if y'all can hear the sirens or not, but nothing is happening in here right now. No emergency. But anyway, whatever side of a debate you're on, it's sometimes little things that you can't deny. That
well, and I'll say
for centuries, that's what
you have said, and you go back to what you said about the communication and the debate. That debate's healthy when done in a. I would like to hear what your thoughts are, what your feelings are. You would like to hear what my thoughts and feelings are, and we can appreciate other people's thoughts and feelings.
Yes,
and it's healthy. But I do not believe we're living in a world right now, or at least in a country right now, that you can do that.
No, we should get back there. We really should.
I hope so. Maybe this will help.
The understanding of people's, why they even think the way they do, to understand. Because I have learned a lot through my life, and I feel like whenever a big question like abortion or gun laws or all the things that are very high up on the list of heated debating right now, we all have opinions. To say you don't have an opinion or what you feel is right or wrong, then sometimes that scares me even more, because are you even thinking? Right. But to not be able to hear the other person's side and think, I don't think things are so black and white, I guess. Right. That's my problem. Sure. I do see the gray.
There's a lot of gray.
And I wish that it was so simple that you could be like, oh yeah, I don't see your side at all. And I've learned that if you don't know someone's whole story, it's hard to say why they made whatever decision they made. Yes. And I always want to know, why did you make that decision?
The why is important, isn't it?
So listen to other people.
And then we also want to take a moment about the Colorado high school, or it was Evergreen High School in Evergreen, Colorado.
It did kind of get overshadowed.
It did.
And, we kind of talked about that's also almost... It's not censorship, because I think that it was put out there, so no one was trying to not talk about it yesterday. It was more that it's just been kind of common.
Yeah, so 2 students were murdered, and then the suspect died of self-inflicted injuries.
And that's probably, is that a month since the last school shooting?
I do believe that's about
Right,
a
a
month.
month.
Yeah, just
But
about a
it
month.
should be like centuries in between,
Right.
not months. And it is very scary.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't, like I said, we don't tell a lot of our, Murray does because he's a little stronger. Is it fair a stronger person? I don't know. But my views on guns, let's just say that. I don't own a gun. I've said that a million times.
Yeah.
And it's because, one, I don't know how to use one.
Okay.
And so I don't think until you know how to use one responsibly, it's not a very responsible thing to do.
Okay.
And I would be willing to learn.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel very uncomfortable around guns
Yes.
most of the time, but also because I don't think I understand them.
Right.
And I didn't come from a family of hunters or anything
Right.
like that. So they weren't part of my life at any point. But the one thing I have always said that a lot of people don't understand is that if someone broke into my house, would I kill him to protect my family? And I do believe the answer is, well, naturally, there's not very much I wouldn't do to protect my family.
Yeah.
But regardless, if I had that option with a gun and it did happen, then I would have to live with that.
Right.
And I don't think I'd be okay.
I understand
Because
that.
I don't feel...
I get that.
I feel there is only one person, and that is my belief, my Christian beliefs. There's only one person that decides when we live and die.
Yeah.
And that's God.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to decide when someone else lives and dies. So therefore, you know, it would be hard. I would think that, yes, I probably would. So, but I also am, you know, as far as gun laws go and all those things, the one debate I can't, like, deny is that there is no gun that shoots by itself. So we need to fix the person that's behind that gun first.
Yeah.
And what's going on.
Yes. We live in a world that does not have a lot of hope. And when you remove hope, then your life is very dismal. And then you tend to make decisions and go about your life in terms of searching for something or doing things for your own self and not caring about other people. And that gets us to this point.
Right.
And so the lack of hope is very scary. It is very scary.
And there is hope, so have hope.
Yes,
There
please,
really is.
please.
And there's ways to find help, and I know.
Yes.
I wish those were easier. I do.
I know, right,
And
right.
they're not. And that makes it hard. And I know that, you know, some people will say because the gun was there,
Right.
it was accessible.
Right, right.
But if you want to unalive someone, unalive, let me make that clear,
yeah.
or unalive yourself, you will find a way. That
Sure,
is really your
sure.
thing. Now we're going to go on to a little bit of happier news, and that is in our local area. The Texas Country Reporter's coming back. Now, I know that they were at Howard's in Shiner
Oh, cool.
maybe a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
They've made their way around the community, but this time they're going to be in Moravia at the Moravia store. It'll be this weekend
Oh,
that
on
it'll
Sunday.
be featured. Now, I think they were already there.
They were already
right?
there. Okay.
And I think it's just, now I'm not very sure about that. It is on our Facebook pages, so watch that.
Cool.
Which we should talk about that in a little bit
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
But it will also be 10:30 on Sunday, so that'll be 9:14. It'll be able to be viewed on Ken's 5.
Okay.
And then RFD TV. You know, I don't
And
know
then
all these
a lot of
times,
people see it
but
on YouTube.
YouTube,
Right.
look it up.
Yeah.
View it. I'm
Oh,
sure it'll be
that's
on
cool.
Facebook. If we can get a hold of it, we'll put a link on our Facebook page.
Definitely.
For
Definitely.
sure. And talking about Facebook. So
Yeah.
life happens.
It does.
And so the local lowdown page has not changed.
Good. That's great.
So that's happy news. But what has changed is all of our 5 newspaper Facebook pages.
Yeah.
So they're new. And sometimes new brings about great things.
It does, and it will.
We hope it does, and we're excited. But you have to follow us.
Yeah, if you followed any of the newspapers before, you must go back and refollow because it's a new page.
And we want you there.
Yeah, and you may be looking like, you know what, I haven't seen a post. That means you're following the old page.
Yes, and we want you to follow it. We want you to follow all of our papers.
Please.
We're going to also, one of our goals I know that we've talked about is to try to put some news that I don't get, because the Hounslow paper is a lot of news.
Oh, sure.
So I'm never usually looking for content.
Right.
I'm looking at, oh no, what do I have to leave out?
Right.
And so if something gets left out for a week or we can't put it in every week, I'm going to try to start putting that on our Facebook page.
On the Hallettsville Facebook page.
So yes, so
Okay.
like meetings and stuff like that
Good.
may have ran only 1 week because I couldn't fit it multiple weeks will appear on there.
So we're going to do more reminders and look ahead. And
I think each paper does its own thing.
Sure.
And we are all trying to share and do as much as we can. So it'll help you. It'll help you see if you need to go subscribe or go out and buy that paper that week too.
Yes. So share it, like it, share it, follow it. All the things.
Because I think when Nicole and I talked about talking about Charlie Kirk and what happened, we talked about how we are news and this is part of our job.
Sure.
And even when it's hard. But that's also like, we can't wait a week to talk about it because then it doesn't seem important.
Right, because we're weekly papers.
With our weekly papers, sometimes we'd have to wait a week.
I know.
So there's things that happen in between that we want to get out to you guys. Like a boil notice that happened in Yoko. We want our subscribers to know, don't drink that water.
Right.
Because we care about you guys.
Yay.
So the best way is to follow us.
Good. I love it.
So
That's
follow
great.
us.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about these papers.
Let's go for it.
So the Luling Newsboy.
You want to start with the Luling Newsboy?
Yeah. So
all right.
if you're going to crash, just crash into the collision center.
You might as well. Those who haven't seen the front page, we had a little oopsie. A car at 2:40 a.m. Went through the front of the collision center and came out the side. So it was very much a sideways hit through the corner. And that's there. And like you said, it's a one-stop shop.
Yeah. You can wreck your car and get it fixed all in one thing.
You don't have to pay for towing. No. That was, there's a positive there. We also had...
And you make the front page of the paper.
That's right. Hey, you do. And then Lindsay Wallace, she's a volunteer who does 1,000 things over there in Luling. She was working at Holly D. Quilts. She is now working in the Parks and Recreation Department as their coordinator and very excited. She has some great ideas. So I actually sat down with her and wrote about her ideas. Now, not all of them will be able to be done in the next weeks, right? Some of them are long term, but very excited for the energy and enthusiasm she's bringing to the Parks and Recreation Department. So that's awesome. And then, of course, we had homecoming, and that's always fun. We had a parade and a community pep rally, took some pictures there. Congratulations to the King and Queen, Mr. Cruz and Miss James. And then the other thing going on, our Caldwell County Sheriff's Department went around and the constable's office, went around and actually photographed people parking across the railroad tracks when they were at stoplights.
So here's my thing. This one really got me, okay? So I even had to read it because I was just like, what is this?
Yeah.
But I was like, did it stall?
No.
There? All the questions.
Yeah.
And I had just told y'all a little bit ago on this podcast, I like to understand people's insanity.
Sure.
So if you are the owner
of
this RV or any of the cars that just choose to stop on the railroad track and think, this is a smart idea, please let me know why.
Yeah. Give us a call. Or you know what? Post it on our Facebook page.
Because now I'm thinking you're an idiot.
Right, yeah.
But hey.
And are there moments that a stoplight's coming up? You just got to pay attention. If there's railroad tracks, which you can see, you need to like slow down and maybe not go as far as you would. If there's cars in front of you, you're not going to be able to get across them.
Yeah.
So stop ahead of the tracks, before the tracks. There's white lines there, guarantee you.
Imagine that.
So they gave out tickets and warnings. So
here's your gift for being an idiot.
There's your gift. So we had a coloring contest, as all the papers did. Congratulations to the winners.
Good job, Paisley.
Yay. And then we did have an obituary there.
David Earl Kinsey.
Yeah.
And so I have a really hard time doing obituaries. Yeah. It does make me sad.
Okay.
I think because I understand how hard it is in the life of the family in person.
Sure.
But I always like to find a little bit, not humor, because that's not too, but like just kind of something to think about the person. And I mean, David Earl King. I mean, come
very
on.
similar.
You're already popular, and I don't even know you. But
nice.
Condolences very much to their family.
Yes. And then earlier we were talking about seeking help when there's, when you've lost hope and you need to find help instead of taking it out on other people. One of the things this month, one of the things that we have in our newspaper that'll run this week and next week, September is National Recovery Month. So those people who have gotten into addiction of any kind, whether it be drugs, alcohol, porn, all the things that can get their clutches into you, right? That there are recovery programs. And so this week, a man spoke at a group, and then next week I'll share what a lady stood up and shared, and we're very candid, very vulnerable about their lives and where they've been and where they are now. And I just think that's a testament to their spirit, the human spirit, and how they overcame.
And we thank them too, because
oh my goodness,
knowing that they can do that knows that there is hope.
There is hope. People, so at the end of the article, there's opportunities, places to call, 800 numbers, lots of different places that you can look up hope. So, of course, we have Main Street still doing a great job putting up new facades. Sports, we had volleyball is going on. They actually played last night as well, or 2 nights ago. What's today? Today's Thursday.
Today is Thursday.
Like 2 nights ago. And then we always want to thank the Luling Chamber of Commerce for their ads that they are putting in every week, celebrating and acknowledging all the businesses of Luling. And it's going to be about 2 years before we get them all in. So we really do appreciate that. The Chamber of Commerce does a remarkable job there.
And Tracy, is it Irvin?
Yeah.
How do you say that?
Who we're talking about?
The photo. Tracy
yes. Let's give her credit. Yes.
That was a great picture. It's so great. I thought it was Nicole's.
Hey.
And that's a big compliment.
Thank you. Yeah, Tracy,
thank you for sharing
your football photo. That was great. Congrats to the cross-country runners that ran. And then we appreciate Eric's writing about the Astros and all the other things going on in the NFL and the NHL and any kind of acronym you want to share. MDLNA. I don't know. And then we did a little bit of a follow-up to the cell phones and how that's going. You have a child in school.
I do.
Any issues with cell phones or not having it?
And I kind of said it before that for Shiner, that's always been their policy, and it has been pretty strict. Mm-hmm. I know that a lot of schools have had it. So it has always been turned off the minute you hit campus. Yeah. And most of the time, she doesn't even get to turn it on the bus, like to a volleyball game or anything. Yeah. So that hasn't changed much, but they did used to get to wear smart devices.
Oh,
so,
okay.
She doesn't get to wear her Apple Watch anymore, which not huge, but I did have to buy her a normal watch because she likes to know what time it is, and that was kind of different.
And we're used to having it on our phones.
Right. So it was different because she wants to know when she's about to go to the next class. And there's the only one way to tell it.
Cool. So. And on our back page, which looks great. I mean, and I'm going to do a shout out for Michelle. Michelle, we didn't even discuss this, but Michelle did the pages this week for the Luling Newsboy, and they turned out phenomenal. There's a skill, there's an art to creating the pages and putting all these pieces together, and so they look really, really good. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Yes,
I enjoy it.
Good.
And Brittany, you're getting there.
Our Gridiron Gurus. Brittany's holding close in second, right? Mark. Yeah. The city manager, he's holding on to first place, and they're going. And we appreciate these guys. They're helping.
So I'm going to call you out, Mark.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, because I don't know you.
You don't know him, okay?
Because I'm not from Luling. But dude, are you not going to pick the Eagles?
Yeah, he didn't pick the Eagles for tonight.
So that's why he's winning, because everyone else is hometown strong.
Yeah.
Is Mark not from Luling though?
No,
I get that.
But his wife is, and his in-laws are.
Boy.
I know.
I'm kidding, Mark. I'm all about winning too, so it would be a hard decision for me. Because if you know, and it's hard to whatever.
It is hard.
Good luck to everyone. It's fun.
Excellent. Let's head on over to the Molten Eagle.
Yeah, I don't know how this got second. It was not me, Murray. Anyway, no, I'm kidding. There was a Patriot Day program, so for today that Clayton attended. So make sure that you guys look for next week's paper to see the pictures. And thanks to Moulton High School for doing that. Jimmy's article on 9/11, it does recap a little bit what happened, but he talked to a lot of local leaders and a few of us in the office to see what our memories were. Okay. So hear about that.
Good.
Murray's article is on all of our Facebook pages, so go check that out because it didn't
No, it didn't. Can't make it to all of them, but it's the Lone Star Diary.
Papers, but it's the Lone Star Diaries, and it talks about Hurricane Carla.
Yeah.
So 9/11 and Hurricane Carla were also talked about on our local Lowdown Facebook page.
Nice.
So this is why you should be following.
Yes,
it's everywhere. The Molten picnic is going to be coming up. So check out what's going to be going on. We thank South Star Bank for their
thank you for the ads. Honestly, and I'll pause here. Ads are what make the paper.
Yes.
If we don't have ads, we can't print a paper. So when you see an ad in the paper, please go thank the local businesses and go
and
purchase
the best
something.
thank you is shopping.
Exactly.
That is
exactly.
Right.
That's
Henry
right.
Joe.
Oh, your favorite person.
Henry made it. And Henry, I can't even tell you, 70 years.
Wow.
We talked about it last week, but 70
And not
years.
that he's 70.
No.
He has worked in the
70.
newspaper world. 70 years.
I hope to live till I'm 70, but he's worked one job for 70 years.
Wow. Seriously.
Amazing.
That is amazing. He's got a cute grin, too.
Yeah.
That's a good...
He's such a cute little fella.
Oh, and it's so well written, too, that article. Wasn't it?
Right. Good job.
We have some government updates as far as Governor Abbott now signing in what was done in the second special session. So that's taken care of and what they're doing. There's other things going on. Always check the classifieds. Yes, you may see something you
didn't know you needed.
Yay. Special thank you, Gonzalez Healthcare Systems. Yes. Great ad. Awesome.
And I will say that my daughter got to go and do physical therapy at the Stevers Clinic.
That's awesome.
And Shiner, which is a part of Gonzalez Healthcare. And we were very pleased with Ron Johnson. So thank you for that.
Awesome. Shout out. All right, let's head to the Shiner Gazette.
All right. City Council. I know that sometimes you guys, these things are boring. I say it all the time to the guys. I'm like, boring. Because I don't even want to put them on the front page because it's not super exciting news.
Yes.
But this seriousness, as these people put in a lot of work to make sure. Because without them, your city's not running.
No.
So know what they're doing.
And it matters.
Helps you to be a good and smart citizen.
And before you comment or put a post out there in the social media world that you're not happy with something, did you go to the meeting? Do you have your facts? Have you looked it up?
Do you know what the heck is going on?
See, she said heck, so we're still G-rated. We're doing great. All right. Hey, Shiner. What's going on?
Congratulations to Taylor Scott. Yeah. She is now the Young Miss Victoria.
Oh.
And so I hope she has a great year. Her goal is to become Miss Shiner, and we sure hope she does.
Oh, that crown's as big as she is.
It is.
That's awesome.
I hope it doesn't hurt her head.
Hey, her robotics team, they got some grant money, $3,600. Fantastic.
Yes.
That's good news. What else is going on over in the world of Shiner?
I don't know. Kind of same thing.
Same thing.
Patriot Day.
Yes.
We always thank the police officers. I'm sorry. Police officers that send in the police report.
Yes. Thank you.
People like to know what's going on. So
they do.
Whether you're nosy or you just want to be informed. Whatever.
Right. That's good. And you know what? It does show how much they're working behind the scenes that we don't even know. Right.
Because
so we can appreciate it. So there is a picnic, and you already talked about that, right?
the Molten picnic.
Okay. Thank you. Just wanted to say it again. Class officers were chosen at the high school.
Yes. An obituary, Paula K. Yashek, and I think she was a coach that did a lot of things.
Oh, so, nice.
I only say that because Margaret was commenting on it while she was editing it. And so it's always fun to hear about someone's life.
Yes.
I always say sometimes you didn't know what someone all did until they passed away.
Isn't that true?
And I wish we could honor that before that happens.
Definitely.
But let's definitely honor it then. So condolences to her family.
Right. Ooh, and I love when grocery ads. It brings me back to being a child,
yes,
right?
And we thank Potex, and we're so happy that we have Potex and Shiner being a Shiner resident.
Yes.
Like, it's nothing against the big town grocery stores. I shop them too.
Right.
But when you need something fast, that 5-minute drive versus 30 minutes.
Yes, and they're supporting the local news.
That's right.
We appreciate that. So sports, it looks like something great happened.
Yes,
because
something
this is a
great
fantastic
did
picture.
happen, and I was at the game, and I kind of had told you over lunch that I believe that these two boys had played catch and throw for many, many years together, but the quarterback, which is Jarvis Williams, threw an excellent... Does it say how long it was?
I'm looking. Celebrated touchdown. Nope.
No. So I don't know, but it was a very long and touchdown pass. I would say 50 yards, but that's just a guess for me. And maybe if you read Mark's article somewhere, you will see how long it is. But congrats to those boys. It was a great and exciting. He was like in triple coverage. So
wow, fantastic! Congrats to you guys. Awesome. And then we have, of course, cross country going around. Then we have volleyball as well. And then lots of sports going on, which is great. We have some extra news in the sports as they go around to the next page. Once again, classifieds, check them out. Thank you to everyone who puts in something for classifieds. It supports local news. It does.
We haven't been in Households yet, right?
No, we haven't.
But in all of our 4 local county papers was an estate sale, and we don't know the date because it wasn't on the actual sale, and we didn't notice till after, so that was our miss. But I'm pretty sure it's on Saturday.
Okay, so check that out, or call the office.
And we didn't talk about it, but some of our papers have campsite chatter ads for stories. Yeah. If you are a hunter, fisher, anything, fisherman, I guess. Right?
Yeah, not fisher person.
If you catch the thing on it with a hook, please send in your stories. Tell us where you've been, what you've done.
And why do you want their stories, Michelle?
For our campsite chatter edition.
Oh, okay. And so email them this week.
Yeah,
this
ASAP
weekend
would be great.
Like now, right? Yes, yeah. Okay, well, let's head to Hallettsville, the Tribune Herald.
Huge fire. We sent Clayton out there.
You did?
He got scared.
Did you really?
Well,
Clayton Kelly with 2 E's?
We have a good story about Clayton. So, when fire trucks go by, we always yell Clayton.
Okay.
And if it's 2 trucks, he's usually just like, there's only 2 trucks. So he's not excited. So one time there was like 4 trucks.
Ooh.
And he was like, no, I don't think it's that good. I didn't want to go. And so Chuck and I went. And we couldn't find it.
Oh.
But lo and behold, we did see this little, like, someone burning their trash in a barrel. So Chuck and I stopped, took that picture, came back, and told Clayton we found it. It was so big. And he was like, that was it? No, Clayton, it wasn't it. But from then on, we still give him a hard time. But after probably truck number 10,
ooh, wow,
Clayton did go out there. And the road was blocked off and they wouldn't let him through. But we did get this picture. And we think that the Hallettsville Fire Department Facebook page shared it.
Yeah.
It was, I think someone said, we haven't got, I think Jimmy will write about it next week with the statistics. The fire chief could not give him before the time of press. But it's something like 50 acres. So it was very large.
Wow. Speaking of 50 acres and very large, when you see youth soccer play, that ball goes all over the place.
That's
Those
right.
kids run everywhere.
And when you see 300 kids play, that's a lot.
That is
it's a big program.
That's awesome.
Go out and support those kiddos.
I love that. Good for them.
Henry Joe has a new question, and I had to call him because he didn't tell us the answer.
Oh.
All of the people in the office weren't really sure.
And so when you were getting phone calls, you wouldn't have been able to say yes or no.
So when I called him, then he couldn't remember.
No.
And I was like, wait a second. So what are we going to do? So then finally Jimmy got an answer, and I told Henry, and then Henry said, oh, yeah, that's it.
That's it. Okay.
So I can't tell you what the answer is, but I do now know when you call it. But it took a little bit.
That's a behind the scenes that you didn't know. Only because you're listening to this podcast do you have that knowledge. Now you know.
You are in the know.
That's right. Sports, of course, in Hallettsville. Always a good thing going on. We have football. We have volleyball.
Yeah, they're both looking for their first win. Hope they get it. This week we have new additions to our papers in Shiner and Hallettsville, which is Meet the Athletes.
Oh, cool.
And we thank all of those sponsors to bring that to you, because these kids are working hard and they deserve the credit.
Oh, good.
And of course, we still thank John Lamson and American Shield for sponsoring our Hallettsville Athlete of the Week.
Appreciate that.
We have 3 obituaries. We have Mildred Munster, Jerry Dale DeBoard, and CSM Terry Landrum.
Oh, thank you for your service there also,
yes,
right?
Yes, very much so.
Condolences to y'all's families. Yes. And then we have some other things going on in the world.
Read Jimmy's Jots to Jim. I'm sure it had something good. I always make fun because I tell him I didn't read it yet, but I'm sure it was great.
And actually, he's talking about World War II.
I think he's talking about where he was on some of those days.
Nice. So. Okay, and then classified ads. Check them out.
There you go. And congratulations to the football sweetheart, Embo.
Oh, nice. Good.
For Hallettsville High School, which was Haven Drost and Kyle Swetlake. And Zayden Mack. I'm going to give you a big shout out.
Okay.
He came in and sold us an ad. He was a very good kid. And
Did he really?
There it is. We saw his picture.
Hey,
So,
that's
part of the
awesome.
yearbook. Good job. Andy Rice Day. Andy Rice played for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes, that would be the Chiefs.
And we really do appreciate that we got to eat some of this cake. But he was in the first Super Bowl.
When I
Okay.
texted you and you said, I've even cut cake today, and I thought, I don't know that phrase. I didn't know what it was.
Oh, no, it was legit.
It literally was cutting cake. Okay.
It was and then we have all of our winners. So if you haven't come and picked up your prize yet,
Coloring
it's waiting
contest,
for you
coloring
here.
contest winners. All right, let's go over to the Yoakum Herald time.
So find out why Yoakum got a day off from school
Did they?
and
Ooh.
had to boil their water. I don't really understand. I haven't read Clayton Keller with 2 E's article about this. But, like, can you shower if there's a boil notice?
You can. You just can't ingest it.
But, like, what if I swallow some?
Well, then I wouldn't shower.
Oh. So you just stink?
I wouldn't sit in it in a tub, but you could probably still shower. But I don't know. Don't take that as a public service announcement. I don't wanna say.
Nicole Smith
No. So, congrats to the Lions Club. They served 700
Which
meals.
is a lot, and I bet they were yummy.
That's fantastic. Thank you for your service.
We
All
have,
the clubs, right?
We have 2 new obituaries. One we've already said, which was Mr. Jerry DeBoard, and then Don Yannock and Agnes Nedblick.
Kneblik.
I always like saying the names, but I'm sorry if I get them
No,
wrong.
no, and we just wanted to go ahead and say it.
Correct.
All right. Condolences to your family. And then, of course, we have sports going on. I bet you can guess. Football, volleyball, cross country.
Imagine that.
I know it. Good luck to everybody that's running and playing on
and I
Friday,
think
Saturday.
For most people, this was the first week for junior high football,
Yes,
correct?
I believe
or
so.
light.
Yeah.
I think most of them had scrimmages, but their first actual play week.
They got
so
to get
have
out.
fun with
Yes,
that.
you know they were excited to put on all the gear and get going,
Very
right?
much.
Yes.
That's a very exciting learning curve time. in their
It
lives.
really is.
How many touchdowns do you think they could score? I hope it's not many.
And I will say this, if you're ever interested in photography and doing sports photography, junior high football is really a pretty good place to practice.
Really?
Because it's
'Cause
not
it's during
so
the day,
fast.
too?
It's during the day. The lighting's going to be phenomenal. And it's not so fast, and there's a lot of running plays, so you never lose sight of the ball. In your viewfinder, you don't figure out where it's being thrown to.
That was a really good tip, Nicole.
So that is my PSA.
Yes.
That-
And you actually will count that one. Huh?
I'm going to count that. I'll stand behind that PSA.
All right, so
what
we
was
have
the question.
We have 10 minutes. We're in trouble.
Okay, we have to go fast. What's the question?
So
you
I
have?
had like 3.
Okay.
One was where you were on 9/11.
Okay.
And you know what? We're not going to go through all of these.
Yeah, people can look at Facebook and they can look at
I
it.
want to, but
Sure.
we don't have much time.
Right.
And what I may do is run the Hurricane Carla one again.
Okay.
Because I didn't have a whole lot of time.
yeah.
I kind of put it up. Murray said, you didn't put up a question, just like that. And so,
That's exactly what he sounds like.
yes. And so as he said that, well, I guess we're just not going to have one this week. What's his next thing?
Oh, okay.
Well, I like to prove people wrong.
Ah,
So
you do.
instead of having one, I just threw out 3 of them. And I did get some responses, but I would like more.
Why don't we say, hey, check the Facebook page.
And we'll do them one more week.
Yeah. So answer all 3 questions, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although, if you answer a chicken one, I may have Murray pick a dish before then.
Ah, okay.
But we can do 2 dishes.
Okay, I
And
like
they won't
that.
mind.
No, they won't mind.
Do you do ground chicken?
I've never done ground chicken, but I actually saw it on the Today Show. Somebody this week actually was talking about ground
Really?
chicken. Yes.
Look at me, I'm in the
Hey,
know.
you're ahead. You
I
are
am.
ahead.
I am super cool. If you haven't met
Wow.
me, I am super cool.
Well, she's amazing, and we all know that. We all know she is amazing.
Woohoo! So, Murray may pick a menu. He may wait another week. Maybe I'll put up some hamburger meat too.
Look
I
at
don't know.
Facebook, buy a newspaper, and you'll be in the know.
And like us on Facebook. You have
Please
to do
share and
it.
follow.
We're
Please.
We're sad that you're not with us right now. If you're not with us.
That's right.
And we're super happy if you've joined the cool crew.
Yay! Well, thanks for inviting me this
we
week.
didn't talk about anything. Hold on, we gotta think about something.
We do?
Yeah, because Murray said don't talk about hair, makeup,
Or
getting your toes done, or anything like
oh,
that.
the stuff we usually talk
So
about.
what do we say? Something to
Something
make
that
him so crazy.
Okay.
I can't think of anything. How many squirts of soap do you use when you go to the bathroom and wash your hands?
To wash my hands, I do 2 squirts of
One
soap.
on each hand?
No,
Or 2
both in the same, in my left palm, and then I rub my hands together. Now that I'm thinking about it, and then I rub my hands together. How about you?
2 on each hand.
2 on each hand. How do you use the pump, like the back of your hand to pump it then?
No, I do pump,
Okay.
wash.
Oh.
Pump, wash.
That's interesting.
But we have really strong soap right now.
Uh-huh.
In the ladies' restroom. You should check
Here,
it out.
I'm going
If
to
you
check it
haven't
out. Well,
yet.
I did check it
Oh,
out.
It's very strong.
It is strong.
Maybe you didn't wash your hands.
No, I didn't. I
You're
did.
nasty.
It is strong.
You're so nasty. I know. Am I
I thought
sitting
you were
here
talking
with
about
you?
home.
How am I sitting here
I
with
said,
you?
Can't you buy your own soap at home?
Yeah, okay. But no, Ani picked this one out, and it's some kind of pineapple. And it's not that it smells bad. It's
Yeah,
just
no,
super
it is strong. You're right.
But she's telling me it's only because I use 4 squirts, and that's obsessive and ridiculous.
2 squirts was okay. So maybe it is because you use 4. That's a lot of soap. Okay, when you wash your hair, do you use a pump in the shower? When you wash your hair, like do you use a
No.
pump for shampoo, or you dump it in your
I
hand?
dump
Or
it in my hand.
okay, I just wonder how many pumps you use for
Wait.
your hair.
Oh, I use about 10 pumps.
Do you really?
Yeah, maybe more.
Wow,
because
you
I have
got a lot of hair. Yeah, you do.
How many do you use, Murray? None, because you're bald.
Oh!
And we'll end it right there, Murray. We missed you so much.
I'll see you hopefully another week, Murray. Have
Probably
a good
not.
one, folks.
All right, have a great weekend, guys.
Bye.
Bye.